Hello, I'm doing my presentation for my class of environmental science. Um, my paper is economic and develop or environmental science of destruction. I start talking about in my paper about that I recently visited Mexico. I'm from a small farm in Guanajuato, so the closest city to Guanajuato is León. So I was pretty excited to see the city and the farm where I come from, and happy to see all the new things that family members that you can see that on the news, TV, uh, and also on the internet that León, Guanajuato has new source of income and has a lot of companies, a lot of employment, new opportunities. So I was pretty excited to see how much that city has grown since I haven't been there. Uh, so um, I finally land and I saw little companies, a bunch of companies. You can see the movement, you can see cars, you can see a lot of things. So I was pretty happy about it. I mean, actually, finally, Mexico is having more opportunities, more money. So my family came, pick me up. So on my way to my farm, it was pretty sad when on the way there I saw the river, a river that I know since I was little because also goes through my farm. But the big surprise there, it's not a river anymore. It has a brown substance that I don't know, we can call water. It's brown. You can see dead animals. You can see all like on the sides. It's brown. You don't see any green or anything, any vegetations, nothing. You don't see trees. You see dead animals, and you see a lot of garbage. But the smell is horrible. So this is why I decided to do my paper on the Rio Turbio, or the Turbio River. So I realized that a lot of foreign companies are bringing new resources of income and technology, but these foreign companies also are bringing pollution to the city of León, Guanajuato. So the principal income source is the industry of food and shoes, but also one of the biggest income source of income for the state of Guanajuato is agriculture. So this economic development are bringing a lot of consequences to one of our biggest income resources. So Mexico has a dependency on foreign companies for the economy, because a lot of companies from another country, they have a lot more money, they have the opportunities, they bring opportunities to the country, and they have the material, everything. So they come and invest to Mexico, and they build their companies, and of course Mexico and all the people like it because it's new opportunities for them, new sources of incomes, and things like that. But why they choose Mexico? So this is what I figured out. Uh, Many companies from outside our country, they come and invest their money because of the free trade, which the free trade is coming and building opportunity, bringing profit, bringing revenue, bringing employment for the community. But they work under without a free trade agreement, which means they don't have any set of rules to protect the environment. So there's a lot of pros and a lot of cons of the free trade. Well, we can see revenue and economic benefits, but also these companies are bringing a lot of pollution to the city, and not only to the city, to the state. So Mexico, the sad part of Mexico is that Mexico is ignoring the consequences about all this, because for right now they only care about the profit that is bringing, the revenue that is bringing. So they're ignoring everything else. So all these companies are disposing their chemicals to the Rio Turbio, the river. Everything is disposing over there. So this river is affecting a lot of communities, because this river goes almost through all the state, and which is resulting in more pollution. So the river goes through many communities where their source of income is agriculture, and it's polluting the water, the soil, and it's also affecting the health of many people. So now agriculture is it's been affected because of the pollution that all these industries are bringing from Guanajuato. So now the economy is based on short term profit, because what they're doing to the environment, and sometimes this um, consequences or this pollution is impossible to reverse. It's very hard. So poor countries need need a good source of income, but also they need the money to improve the rules to protect the environment. So I mean, I can see sometimes why countries like Mexico do this, but also, I mean, like they say, well, it's just a short-term profit. So actually, it will bring a lot of cost to the country as well. So countries like Mexico bring companies with fewer regulations. So I mean, they don't have regulations like in another country, so they can dispose like they're doing in Guanajuato. They can dispose the chemicals. Um, uh, Water just dispose it on the whatever is cheaper for them, so they can bring more revenue to the company, and they don't care about what is going on around. So the government must implement regulations in order to help or improve the environment a little bit. So the impact on the environment without regulations is being huge now in on the city that I grew up. I can well on the farm that I grew up, because in the mornings, the smell, you cannot stand the smell. It is horrible. You can see it. You don't need to be a professional to know that all this chemicals that are coming to the river are affecting the not are affecting the farms. They are affecting all the communities. So this is pretty sad. So one of the other things that I found is that powerful companies and governments are hiding the information. So I mean, it's really hard to find some information, because you find a few reports. So I was doing some of the research. I did it on the website, and did it in Spanish, and I only was able to find two reports, and nothing was based on people that study the environment. So it was just one report from a newspaper, because a community was concerned that many people has cancer, and they find a lot of chemicals in the blood. So it is very shameful of my country that you can't find information. They just don't care. I mean, if the people with low income, they don't care who are affecting, as long as they bring in for right now revenue. But that destruction and the pollution is horrible. It's like animals are dead. Like for like I'm not I I didn't measure that, but like I was able to see it. I was close enough. I mean, probably like 200 meters, but it was the smell. I mean, the eyes burn. It's just pretty sad. So I and the people also talk about some other examples that we do not need a lot of studies to know. We can use like North Mexico as an example, that all the pollution, all the industries causing already in Mexico. So they're bring illnesses, the quality of water, the soil erosion, food production, changes temperature. So it's an impact all around. So my conclusion is economic development is actually destroying the environment. So what we should say, economic development or destruction of the environment. So I think rules can diminish the pollution Mexico needs, and not only Mexico. Every country needs a set of rules. Now we need to start making the change now. Because some of this pollution is irreversible. It's nothing we're gonna be able to do, and even with a lot of a lot of rules, we're gonna do some amount of pollution. So I think at least we will have to do something to diminish the pollution so we can live better. So maybe when we decide to do the change, it's gonna be too late. And we have to realize that we're killing our habitat, that we're killing ourselves. We are killing our home. So we have to start thinking right now what we're doing. And it's not only one person, or because the people that's affecting. What we're doing is gonna affect all around. It's not just affecting these people that's gonna live in that community or in that city. Everything it's coming back. So it's time to make a change.